We're with Cheesehead now. And
would you like to introduce yourself, or you want me to go for it?
you do the introductions. You're the vet.
So, welcome everybody to a wonderful night here in Monte Carlo. We are missing our normal broadcast partner, Kitten Petter, tonight due to illness, untold. We're not told what it is, but we wish the best for our commentator here in AM2. But we got another AM Tuesday for you. My name is Andy Wu, joined alongside our cameraman for this evening, Case in Your Face.
Yes, I'm excited to be here. I do miss Kitten dearly, but he needed kicked out one night.
Yeah, I mean, we are both co-commentators normally, so we do apologize if this broadcast is very mid, but we will try our best to fill the giant shoes of our lovely little kitten. But yeah, we are here in Monaco. Got 15 drivers tonight. I think one reserve. We had a lot of reserves back out tonight, which is a little uncommon. But we roll on nonetheless. Probably a little bit better for things if we are missing, a couple of drivers, at least around here.
One question, Andy. Does it automatically post a link to the stream?
Normally, yes.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I copied it, but I didn't know if I need to post it. And it looks great,
yeah.
So we're good to go.
All right, we're rolling. We have no technical difficulties at the moment. I'll check the Discord to see if it'll pop up at some point. But
we got 5 people in here, so it might be. Well, anyway, so I'm on board with Cheesehead. I think he's crossing the line to finish his first lap right now, actually. 1:11.9. So that is the first lap of the night.
Yeah, plenty of time to improve there. Normally, this is Kitten's job, so I didn't take the time to see how competitive those times are with the rest of the grid, but I think we should be able to get near the 1 minute 10s, as Cam sets a 1 minute 11.4. But I think we'll probably dip into the 10s, but I don't know how much lower. It is a very tricky track to nail a lap.
Wingett's got a pretty good lap going for him. It's showing purple sector 2 for me, if that's accurate. Not sure. Crossing around the last 2 corners right now. Well, last 3, I guess. Going down the main straight, where this is the only DRS section on the track. So 112.1, so a little bit off. Invalid.
Ben comes to the line. Or I think he's starting a lap now. Our championship leader. Oh man, he's all out of shape.
He invalidated.
That is something that I think would be pretty common around here. If you don't hit a wall, invalidations are pretty easy to do, especially in the Nouvelle Chicane and through the swimming pool at the end of the lap.
Ken Petter in the comments saying, "Do me proud."
Yeah, we will try.
Try our best.
One thing I haven't is the Ferrari. They changed the Ferrari back because I was on board with the McLaren of Ben, and I see they have the updated livery that they're running in the.
Oh, VTEC's already out. I just
races.
Noticed.
Yeah, he wanted to start at the back.
Oh, okay.
Said he wanted to avoid the chaos, which is understandable.
This track has some cool overhead shots. I like them.
Yeah, I guess they got to make the races decent somehow. The racing is terrible, but if cameras look good, helps things along. Let's see. I'm not sure if anyone's on a lap at the moment.
I think Wingett just finished one. And then Chase is the only one on the lap.
I think he's practicing.
Oh, is he?
Because he's done a couple laps on these softs now.
Oh.
This is second.
Kitten said that you yelled at him in the party Saturday and now he's sick. Could be your fault.
Yeah. I mean, you probably deserved it. On board, I'm watching Bergie at the moment.
Oh, there we go, Bergie.
Going into the hairpin. He was purple sector 1. See if he can keep it together through tight and twisty sector 2 under the tunnel.
Do you take that tunnel closer to the right side the whole time, or do you take it how he does? wide on the left,
So
and then come over.
typically, I don't like hitting the wall, but
Yeah, I mean, he did hit the wall.
Stay out a little bit and then
Ooh,
come in.
that's
But
invalid.
and he validates.
I wonder if he'll finish and we can see what he would have had. Oh, he's loose.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't at this point. I would just come in, save the time.
He did that. Okay.
Ooh,
sector
Death Storm.
3.
Is that in the pits? Yeah, I think it's in the pits.
Matty Robo is on a lap right now in sector 2.
Let's see if he'll complete it. The EU2 reserve normally likes to start at the back here, so see if he goes through and sets a lap. There's a good chance if he does, he would be near the top.
Kitten is asking who's missing, and he did
A lot of people, including yourself. Oh, Chase out in the chicane. See if you can go on board with the electric blade. He may be able to roll up on scene. Ghosting is on tonight, unlike for a normal track. We have ghosting on an AM2 for the street tracks, so doesn't have to worry. But yeah, out of the swimming pool chicane, just probably got to snap over, steer, and overcorrected into the wall.
Electric is now rounding the last 2 turns.
A little bit of wall contact. That's not how you want to start a lap.
He's just not starting. Gotcha.
Yeah, we'll stay on board with him the whole time. Into Saint Deveau, corner number 1. Probably see some heroics there at the beginning of the race. Up the hill into, oh man, the Casino Square, something like that. Turn 4. Oh man, more wall contact, and he's all out of shape. And yeah, he bails out of that one. Not the cleanest lap. Let's see if he'll go in the pits. I wonder if he got damage at some point, but he's got plenty of time to send to the lap. Cam Tizzle gets a lot closer to those 1 minute 10s.
Oh wow, he's 8 cents ahead of second currently.
Yeah, field spread could be pretty large around here, even though it is one of the shorter laps. Yeah, it's very difficult to nail a lap when you got
riding around with Cam where
walls.
Death Storm left off if you want to finish up the lap.
With who?
Cam. He's
he's
around.
done.
Oh, he's done, but you can still show the track, I guess. But
Oh yeah, we'll wait and get a better lap with someone. They
there you go.
start a lap. I think we got Ben rounding the final corner.
There we go.
And McLaren powering down to the line.
109, 110, 111, 6.
Oh, yeah. So I mean, again, 5/10 off of Cam. So pretty good lap there from the Alpine driver. And then the website has been down all day, unfortunately. So I don't have the standings, but I'm pretty sure it's 5 or so points in it between Cam Tizzle, Ben, and Electric.
Cheesehead is... Oh, he just finished his lap. I think Shelly's about to start a lap. Or he's finishing one. Shelly is finishing a lap. He's pulling
Nope.
it. Never mind.
Get pranked.
Yeah. Dream is starting a lap. I believe he has 60% ERS. Well, he's not starting, I guess.
He's done a couple laps on those softs, so he'll probably...
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I don't think we really have... I think Ben is on a lap, possibly. Or he's on an end lap.
Yeah, we just watched him finish his, but he's only a 10th down on his time.
That's why I was
yeah.
confused, because I saw that and I was like...
There's plenty of time to gain there. Let's see, Matty is getting ready to start a lap. Again, I don't know if he'll complete one, but it could just be more qualifying practice for him.
He looks really smooth. I mean... yeah, he's not even using RS.
Yeah. I think next competitive lap will probably be Wing It, who's getting ready to start one. We'll ride on board with our favorite little wingman, who's real wingman should be coming back shortly. I think within the next round or two, DK Nortec should be returning to full-time racing alongside Wing It. We have been saving a nice seat for him. Turn 3, Wing It on the wall, rolling the throttle, downshifting the third for Casino, down into Mirabeau. Second gear goes really deep though. It's back on the power for the hairpin. Crank all the lock you can. To wait for the car to make its way around the corner. Gets on the curb to help rotate it out of the corner there and out under the tunnel. Flat out through here. You gotta spot your braking for the Nouvelle chicane. Does that, try to cut as much of it as you can. He does a really good job there. The car didn't want to rotate at all, so I think he could be running a little less than 50-50 wings. Looks like he's really fighting the car through here. Oh man, he nailed that. Jumped the chicane just about perfectly. He's gonna have a little bit of traffic here ahead of him, but I think it should just be a nice little tow down this main straight. Complete a lap of Monaco.
11.7.
Who's at the fourth? Yep. So a solid lap there from Wing It, giving the world a look at the Monaco circuit. I'm on board with Texas right now, and he's struggling, so I don't think we'll see an improvement from him, at least on this lap. I think he might have another set of tires to burn through.
I think Shelly just started a lap.
Alright,
keep him in mind.
Shelly the Turtle.
I'll get some overhead shots of him going around here. The camera, I love these cameras in the third person here.
Yeah, Cam is down on his time. Ben invalidated, so no improvement there. I think Express may be the next one to complete a lap. He's 5/10 up, going into the final couple of corners.
We'll get him crossing the line. DRS is activated. You can see that wing open up. And a 111.9, so locks you into
Solid
P5.
lap. Yep, everyone's starting to jump into those 111s. Fergie is invalidated, so Shelly will be the
Shelly
next
is
person to
9/10 up
complete
right
a
now.
lap. Oh, but he loses it going into the third sector. Oh man, he taps the wall again. He was up a lot, but I don't think he's going to be improving by that much now.
111.5, and he had those mistakes, so yeah. If he can get a clean lap at the end of the session, he could definitely be in contention.
Yeah, 111.565, 1/1000 ahead of Electric Blade, who is getting ready to start a lap.
Yeah.
It looks like.
Ben is 1/10 up, and he hit the wall.
And now he's 1/10 down, so he pulls into the pits. I don't know. This has been the problem with Ben all season, is that he's qualified not exactly. His qualifying performance haven't been great. So he's been putting himself in traffic, and he's having to work through these races. Oh man, an Electric Blade just completely understeers into the wall through the hairpin.
I'm watching E. Warren around the last two corners now. See what he has in store. He has a 113.1 right now, and he will change it to a 111.8. So
really tight through the midfield. There's only 4/10 really between second and ninth. But back with Ben, he's not on track at the moment. But if he doesn't really improve here, out of Monaco more than anywhere, really qualifying is the most important. So for Ben to be, mired back and forth, he could be losing out big points really to Cam Tizzle, who's in the qualifying form of his life. And Electric Blade, who at the moment has track position on the McLaren. Is anyone on a lap right now? I don't think so.
Not that I know of. The only person I'm watching is Cheesehead, but I think he's about to start a lap.
I think Cheesehead's the first driver to start their final run. Watch our favorite Wisconsin native. Sorry, Bergie. Lose out there. Both brothers showing up here today. I know Cam Tizzle is right behind Cheesehead, so once he completes the lap, he's going to pan on over.
Will do. Oh. And this, if I'm not mistaken, does this tier have ghosting for this race or no?
No, it is. Yeah, ghosting is on for
Okay.
AM2. It will not be on tomorrow.
For
So
AM1, okay.
I'm gonna
Ooh.
cross my fingers and hope I don't kill anybody.
Which it actually wasn't on for partial of the AM3 race last night. It was very bad.
Yep. This track there isn't really much place to go if a car does die in front of you. So always tricky. She said
is
enters
now,
the third
yep.
sector. Almost 3/10.
So I'd put him at a perspective, what, 111.6?
Yeah, I mean he's floating around that P2 range right now.
Oh, Ben's
Clean
out.
final
Ben just
sector
wrecked
there. That was on his out lap.
111.4.
She said does go P2.
And then
Cam improves to the 10s.
Well, I missed it, but I got him right after the line, so who else do I
Texas
got
Tornado
here?
jumps up to 111.8.
Shelly is starting his lap now.
Alright.
Keep that in mind.
I think that was Bergie. Yep, Bergie crossed the line. Not a really competitive lap, but he got one on the board. I passed some of the guys who didn't set laps, so it'll be 11th. I think Wing It, he's invalidated, so Electric as well.
Next, right?
Yep. Electric he's getting ready to start a lap, so he'll be the last one to cross the line. Oh no! I think that's Dream. Yeah, Dream is spun behind those guys. He was on a pretty good lap. But now he's back in 10th.
up, so.
Yeah, back in 10th. No ERS. He's going to pull into the pits. Bad qualifying, really, from both the Aston Martin boys.
So it looks like Cheesehead is the first one, and he pulled in, so.
Yeah, we were on board with him, and he got his lap done. Yeah, I don't think E. Warren's going to get to the line, so he's done.
I don't know.
Yep, Bergie's done, so
Express
I think,
just spun on his.
Yeah, so it'll be Wing It and Electric.
Shelly is crossing right
two.
now, and he set a 111.2, so provisional P2 currently.
Snatches it back from Cheesehead, but I think one of the best qualifyings from Cheesehead all season, and at the race where it matters most. Wing It will be next across the line. He's up 5/10. Oh, he nails the wall and that corner, but I think he's fine. Probably has a little bit of wing damage, but you don't really need your wing for these last couple of corners. Powers to the line. I think he's going to improve by a lot here. He does. A 111.3 puts him P3. Good qualifying there. And Electric is out of qualifying, so he clearly wasn't improving on his time. I think that about does it. Biggest surprise there. I mean, Wing It sneaking into the top 3 in qualifying, but Carr's been pretty far down the grid.
All the races I've been here, he's been pretty quick, so he's gonna have to find some pace in the future here to keep up with his finishes. Yeah,
I mean he's doing a good job making his way through the fields during the races, but I mean this track more than any, he's gonna have to rely on the mistakes of the drivers ahead of him. We'll run through the grid in a moment when we get on to the formation lap. But yeah, a couple guys not setting laps. VTech, Maddie, and Deathstorm, I think, all choosing to start at the back to avoid any first lap chaos.
Cam in the comments said he was on pace for a 10.7 but lost 3/10 somewhere on his last lap, so.
Didn't need it anyways. I think
I think the 10.9 is fast enough.
Was good enough.
Yeah. I think his first one was fast enough, actually.
Yeah,
because his first lap was a 111.1, so.
Yep. Yeah, so he's been in great form as of recent. Probably comes down to the fact that he's practicing more than anyone at AM2. It seems like. I don't know. I didn't watch the race yesterday. Do you know his strategy?
I did the medium to hard, and most drivers did. You can either do a medium to hard or a medium soft. I would only know that because I broke my wing first lap out on hards, and I had to do soft.
All right, so it's pit when you break your wing, I guess. But so medium hard if you keep it out the fence. Yeah, I mean that seems just about right. This track is pretty bad for tire wear, but it is a 40 lap race just about. So it's a long one not to be able to. Or not to make a mistake with.
Well, Kitten is saying in the chat that Wingit is due for a good result, so we'll see if
Yeah, he
Wingit can
is.
keep in the top three. So Shelly
Wingate,
can sit
he's
on my poll.
nice. Wingate, he's been there or thereabouts. At least recently. I know he had pretty good pace around Silverstone, but yeah, it's been a pretty torrid start for him. And I wish I had the championship results to look at, or at least rely on Kitten to get for me. But I think he's outside of the top 15, which is really surprising. Someone is now readied up. Get ready, get rolling here.
I'd like to see Shelly do good. I think it was the last race actually. I think he had a little unluckiness in it. I can't remember. It was recently. I was watching one of the races he was in. It just didn't look very lucky for him. So I'd like to see a good result out of him tonight.
Well, I think Shelley's made some sort of race impacting mistake every race he's done so far. I was rattling through it with him earlier, but we're getting ready to start the formation lap. I shall cue our theme song. This is for our commentator missing, Kitten Petter. We're gonna roll through the grid here on this lovely AM Tuesday. Cam Tizzle in the Alpine snatches another pole. I think this should be his third in a row, but it seems like he's always starting near the front here. Shelly the Turtle in P2, good qualifying for the Ferrari driver. Wingit, by far his best qualifying result of the season. Looking to turn his season around as he awaits the arrival of his beloved DK. Cheesehead, good qualifying in P4. Let's see if he can turn that into a decent result. Considering his qualifying really hasn't been that good this season. Electric Blade, championship contender in P5, along with Ben in P6. Both those guys probably need to watch out in the middle of the pack at Monaco. Not a place you really want to be. Texas Tornado, after getting promoted, has shown some very strong pace, and he shows it here again with a P7 in Monaco. E. Warren in 8th. Express and Dream, the Aston Martin duo. A little further back, 9th and 10th. Not really where they want to be, but maybe that's a good thing, not qualifying up front. Less pressure. The Bergie plays in 11th. Chase in 12th. I don't think he really got a competitive lap in qualifying. And then VTech, Maddie, and Deathstorm all chose not to set laps in this qualifying session to avoid the chaos. Any predictions, sir?
I don't really have any predictions, but one thing I did notice is all the drivers are on mediums except for Electric and VTech. So we'll have to see how they do doing the alternate strategy here. But
Electric Room is softs and VTech's on hards, so bold strategy from Electric. We'll see. I thought he started on the hards, and I was going to be a little nervous for him, but
all right, here we go. 3, 4 lights, 5 lights. Lights out and away we go. P4 getting a really good start.
Yep, Cam got a good one. Wingit did not get off the line very well. Cheesehead gets around Wingit for third. Don't think we got too much contact further back, but Texas Tornado, big loser there. Oh, we got an Aston around. Express, sorry, and Chase NASCAR. Both dropping through the field. I think everyone is still in the race at least. I'll have to see if I got
having a buff cam coming down into the hairpin. Everyone's making it nice and smooth. Nothing so far.
Up front, Cam got a really good start off the line. Was able to hold on to his pole position, but now Cheesehead got past Wingit. Wingit didn't drop too far, and Electric Blade didn't make up any spots on the soft. So we'll see if he'll be able to hold on to him. Moves along through this race.
He's right up behind Wingit, but it's so hard to pass at this track. You really got to pick your passes and stick with them. You can't hesitate here.
And that's why I'm a bit surprised that Electric went with the softs, knowing that it's not hard to pass or not easy to pass. Going on a tire that's going to compromise you towards the middle of this race. I don't know if I would have done it. He's going to really have to hold on to those things to be able to have any shot come the end of it.
I was gonna say, Kitten Petter said he does think that the top 5 are only separated by 5 points, and his top 3 prediction is Cam, Shelly, Wingit.
Well, I mean, it was a bold prediction. Bold prediction. Top 3 staying there. Cheesehead immediately relegated Wingett off the podium. But, yeah, I think now we have the typical Monaco procession. It looks like there's a bit of a separation forming behind Ben to E. Warren in 7th. But I think still really just very train-like.
Yeah. I'm trying to like find who to watch, and it all is just kind of single file racing going on, so.
Yeah, nobody made a pit stop after that first lap. I don't think there was too much damage. Except for, yeah, Chase NASCAR has... Oh no, Chase has rear wing damage. Oh man, that's not really what you want.
How do you see. Know that?
He's the only driver I have tasks for tonight.
Oh.
And he has 33% rear wing damage.
Oh, that's not great.
Yeah, so we'll hopefully see Chase not in a wall by the end of this race, but at least now we have good reasoning if he does. Cheesehead starting to fall back from Shelly and Cam now.
Ooh, Electric Blade tapping the back of Wingett through the hairpin. If he's gonna want to make this soft strategy work, he's gonna have to start passing, and he's gonna have to start doing it soon, because those softs are only good for about 6 to 7 laps, and then they're toast. So.
Yeah, I think with Cheesehead dropping back, it's really gonna compromise Electric, even more than just being on Warren softs compared to everyone else's mediums. But unless Wingett can get that move done, Electric stuck. And being on the softer tire, it's definitely not ideal.
Ben is only 4/10 now, well, off that turn. He was 3/10 before that turn, only back from Electric Blade, so he might even try to make a move on Electric Blade to get into the top 5 here early on. Don't really know who to watch. VTech and Deathstorm, looks like they're just running single file.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of trains tonight. Not going to be too much action. I think Shelly may have made a mistake into turn 3. He has dropped about back 2 seconds to Cam. And now Cheesehead right back on his tail. So we're going to have a kind of moving train, I guess, from about 2nd to 6th. E. Warren started closing the gap a little bit, but now he's got Texas Tornado giving him company now. About 1.5 seconds back from that lead pack. Yeah, I wish I could see the tire wear on these guys, because right now, I mean, Cam is really driving away from Shelly.
I was gonna say, out of our position changes right now, the highest mover is Matty Robo up to P11, up 3 spots, and the worst, most lost positions right now is Chase down 3. But when I'm looking at the position changes, is everyone is basically only up or down 1. A couple drivers up or down 2, but other than that, everyone's about around where they started or where they started. So.
Yeah, you're not really going to get too many position changes here at Monaco. Yeah, Chase, obviously the big loser out of that start sequence. Getting spun, and Dream as well. Both Astons, even after a poor qualifying, just got rocked on the start, and they've now dropped back a little bit. Let's see, going on board, I saw Ben started to get right up the gearbox of Electric, but I mean, this little P2 to P6 train is going to be really tight.
He's looking for a move.
Oh boy, man, he's just about pushing him through this middle sector.
I think he's trying to tell Electric Blade, I'm ready to go. I'm not trying to lose this pack in front of us.
Oh man, he's just about pushing him. Let's see, he's on the button. He's got DRS. He's gonna have a peek into turn 1. Thinks better of it. Oh man, he's just about pushing that Alpine at this point, and I think if he keeps pushing any harder, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a mistake here from Electric. I don't think I've seen a car get that close to someone without actually moving them. He is
Yeah.
right up there.
Oh,
VTech.
VTech is around.
Turn 1. Can't tell if he has his wing or not.
Yeah, it won't show me. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's missing his right end plate there on the Ferrari, so probably a wing change, or you could probably just stick it out. To be honest, you don't really need your wings in these cars. So he is on the hards, which isn't ideal.
E. Warren with a 3-second. That's not great considering he's in P7 right now, but there might be a few penalties handed out tonight. I know last night in AM3 there really wasn't that many. Anywhere from like 3 to 5 drivers I think had them, but that was all. So we'll see if some of the drivers here in the higher tier pushing a little harder might rack them up a little more.
Electric Blade was able to defend from Ben that lap, but now Electric falling back a second and a half now behind Wing It. So Ben, he's chomping at the bit now. Alpine's out of DRS range. I think he can get this move done here shortly. Oh man, they both fishtail out of turn 4. Both drivers all over the place. That brings E. Warren and Texas into it now. Oh my goodness, I don't know how both of those guys held on to it. Yeah, I think Ben just needs a second to catch his breath after that one. Man, he just about ended his race. I think Ben is under fuel. By how much, I don't know, but I think he was expecting a safety car, and the fact that we haven't got one yet could really affect his race. Oh man, Electric in the wall again.
He just has a little bit more.
Comes
Oh,
Ben.
he's going for it.
He's letting Ben by. I think he got tired of pushing with Ben behind him. But yeah, Ben's under fuel. You can see the little red fuel light on his telemetry if you have it pulled up. And I just don't know by how much. That is the problem. But yeah, I wonder if he doesn't get a safety car, if he'll be able to make it to the end of the race.
Should I turn the telemetry on or off? I've had it off.
Yeah, personal preference. I like to leave it on, but I'm also not having the camera on me. So
yeah, no, like I don't want to make those people annoyed. I'll leave it off for now. Who's the battle to watch now? Anything going on anywhere?
Yeah, no, I think it's just pick your poison right now. Ben, get out away from Electric. I'd say I'd probably stay on board with Electric, just with his tires falling off. I feel. Oh my gosh, he just popped the wall hard through to back.
I'm assuming he will pit here soon.
Yeah, I mean he's got to pit this lap, I would think.
Warren's right on the back of him now. He stays
yeah, he's
out.
Staying out. Oh my goodness. I think Warren could be looking to get a move done here sooner rather than later.
I think he might send it right now.
Oh boy, he sends it! Oh my gosh, how did they not end up in the wall? But now Texas, Tornado and E. Warren going up the hill. Oh my god, wait, that's Texas and Electric. What is going on? Now E. Warren sneaks back underneath the Texas and sends it on Electric.
Oh, they touch. Oh, they're going side by side into the hairpin. They're touching.
Oh, that squeeze. They're
He's
still
over
side
the
by
curb.
side.
Holy.
Onto the tunnel. I think these guys are giving them about as much room as you can. Oh gosh, don't wreck.
Okay.
They just about hold on to it. Man, what a battle. Oh, and E. Warren sends it. Again.
No, they touch.
E. Warren tagged the wall. Texas cut the corner to avoid it, and I think he
they'll
really
get
messed
that
up.
taken off.
Oh, but he's trying to get the spot back to Electric because he got an illegal overtake.
And now Express is right into this battle. Andy Warren is still right here, so.
Oh, and there goes Electric into the pits. But yeah, that brought now Texas, Express, E. Warren, Bergie, and Maddie all right here now.
Yeah, but look at that gap to
P6 back.
Ben now, 8.6 seconds, so.
And that's exactly what Ben wanted to see. He's got no pressure behind him. He can just work on making small gains on the train ahead of him. As Cheesehead and Wing It have now caught up to the back of Shelly, who's now 2.5 seconds off the back of Cam.
E. Warren just drove in right behind Express, and I do not know how he did not hit him. It was very close, so I'm assuming he's gonna want to make a move here soon.
Oh, that was a brutal warning for Express to pick up. He picks up 3 seconds just trying to ride the curb to turn the car out of the hairpin. I gotta catch my breath after that first battle, man. They were all over each other.
That was crazy, yeah.
Half the lap, staying side by side.
Kitten Petter saying this is the most action I've ever seen at Monaco.
I know. I've never seen someone go side by side in a league race for that long around here. That was
almost a whole lap, I think.
Impressive.
Oh my gosh, they're getting so close.
Yeah, this is the difference between who can save their tires and who hasn't. At this point, E. Warren dives into the pits. No wing change, so he's fine, but going to the hards. I don't know if that's an early pit stop or not, but it seems
I think I pit around lap 12 yesterday, so...
I think Electric did a really good job taking his softs that long. He's going to come out ahead of E. Warren by a considerable margin. And on warm hards, which is always nicer than cold ones.
Yeah, hards are tricky around here, cold, because it's very easy to just slap the wall and it'll send you around, so...
Well, and the worst thing you want to do is break your wing right after you put on a new set of hards.
Like I did that last night, yeah. It was very bad.
That just throws your whole race out. Oh man, Express is really late on the brakes compared to these guys, but he's struggling out of the corner. Whew, he just had a Code Brown moment.
Yeah.
Out of the chicane. Let's see, I think he's coming in this lap. There's really seems to be struggling. Nope, staying out. He's just gonna call it a mistake and keep on rolling.
Bergie does dive in the pits.
Yep, and that'll release Matty Robo in the Williams, and I think he'll be able to catch up to Express in Texas ahead of him. He's doing a good job, just coasting along, Matty. I think he'll probably get a good result here with everyone else making the mistakes that they are.
Chase is 4/10 back off Deathstorm. They're on the same medium still, so we'll have to see if
this really hurts Electric, who's behind them on hards, who I think would rather not get stuck behind these guys for too much longer. I don't think he's going to force a move. Oh, but Chase goes really deep into Mirabeau and just parks it into the wall. He Nico Rosberg'd it.
So Electric
Chase
now
on the worn mediums, making a mistake there, but yeah, I mean, Electric, he's free to attack Deathstorm.
But that has brought E. Warren just over a second now.
Yeah, I don't think Deathstorm's gonna let Electric go easily here. He's got his teammate behind him. The Minister of Defense Deathstorm. This third sector really gonna back up Electric.
Oh yeah, you can just tell.
Oh my goodness.
Warren just smoked the wall
behind him. Yeah.
He still has his end plate, so
Oh, into the final corner. E. Warren going to Electric's outside. Oh my goodness.
What are they doing?
I mean, that was a very opportunistic move there, but I don't know if anyone watching right now watched the NASCAR race on Sunday at the Roval. But in the final lap, the 14 car Chase Briscoe really needed a couple of spots to make it to the next round of the playoffs. And his teammate, Cole Custer, slammed on the brakes entering a corner and allowed the 14 just to dive bomb. Oh my gosh. And not what you want to see from E. Warren, just getting on the brakes deep, but what I was trying to get at is that Deathstorm could be really hitting the brakes here a lot to set up a move for E. Warren.
Texas Tornado
that's Texas
out.
On track in the chicane. The swimming pool, he has nosed it into the fence. On those worn mediums, they probably gave out on him. Didn't have the grip to try to save it either. So I'm surprised that's not a safety car. I'm sure if we had ghosting off, it would be.
Oh wow, yeah, he's right in the middle.
Back on board. Oh
Oh,
man, electric.
Electric getting in the back of
He's about
Destorm.
to
You let
use the
him know.
bumper.
He's letting him know, hey, I want through.
Look at the battery power that
Yeah, I
Deathstorm
just saw
still
that.
has. Oh, he's gonna get nudged here again. Oh, and Warren goes deep and hits the wall into turn one. Now I think Deathstorm's actually hurting his teammate more than he's helping him.
Yeah, I think so. He's just causing
Ewarren's
Electric
just
to have to
so
back
much
up.
later. Yeah, so much later on the brakes, Ewarren and Electric are than Deathstorm, and it's just really catching Ewarren out.
Ewan still has all of his wings on my screen, so I think he might have lucked out with no damage.
At least very minimal at the worst. I think Electric needs to force a move here, and I think he can into the chicane. He's got to run on Deathstorm. Oh man, Deathstorm all over the place. Electric doesn't force it. Gonna stick behind the Red Bull. Man, he is like lifting behind him, trying to accelerate. He's barely accelerating out of the corners. Deathstorm doing a good job keeping it out of the wall. Now, his teammate's already caught back up.
I think now he should honestly probably let them both by and help Ewarren out once Ewarren catches back up, because with Electric checking up all the time, I think it's actually making Ewarren have to check up way more and make mistakes.
Yeah, we'll see if... I mean, Ewarren's burnt a lot of battery behind these guys compared to Electric. The Deathstorm's sitting on 70% ERS. He could probably hold these guys up for as long as he wants. See if any of these front guys have pit. Ben was able to catch up. He is now on the back of Cheesehead, Wingit, and I guess Ben. They're in a train. Shelly was able to pull away from those guys a little bit, and he's starting to reel in Cam Tizzle now. All these tires are starting to fall off. The Express dives into the pits. He's made a pretty good recovery after losing a spot off the start. It's Maddie in the P6.
Oh wow!
Let's see it.
Oh,
Oh, Deathstorm late call going into the pits. My goodness.
wow! That was almost a wing gone.
I'm surprised there isn't an in-play gone or anything. That seemed like pretty hefty contact.
Is there a pit like lane markers there on the right side before you go in?
Yeah, there's a little yellow line marking it, but look at that. Now Express, after getting hitting a couple laps after Electric.
6 laps.
A couple is an understatement. It was 6 laps after. Oh, Cam! Oh my goodness, he's in the pits. I saw him start falling down the leaderboard. I feared the worst, but yeah, Cam and Cheesehead both dive into the pits, going to the hards.
Oh,
see where
Warren
these
made a
guys file
mistake
out.
again. He is now 1.5 off of Electric. That or Electric's pace is just faster, I'm not sure.
Probably a combination of both, but because, as I was saying before I panicked, Express is now ahead of Electric Blade after the great work of the Minister of Defense, Deathstorm, holding up Electric. I don't think he's going to really be much higher than 7th
Warren
by the end of
dived
this
into
race.
the pits.
Comes
He's doing a
Maddie
wing
coming out the
change.
pits. Maddie covering off Electric. He's
Oh,
gonna
those
have to
cold
struggle
hards,
on
though.
those cold hards. Yep. Oh, just no turn. Yeah, the horse just did not bite coming out of the pits there. So Electric was able to get around Maddie, but with
Oh, E1 put on
7 lap
enters.
pressure tire. Oh man. I think probably trying to find a new set of hards. He scrolled further to the right.
I'm gonna watch him for a second on these.
Oh man.
Oh, he hit the wall once so far. Twice.
Oh god. This
Oh,
Oh,
three times. We'll do a wall hit counter for one lap on enters around Monaco. I bet those things wear so fast on a dry track, especially around here.
oh, further up front, we got a battle for third. Shelly and Cheesehead. Cheesehead
Oh, wow.
with warm hearts as Shelly has come out the pits. Side
Touching.
by side
Oh, wow.
contact. Oh man, Shelly squeezed Cheesehead into the fence through the hairpin. But I mean, Shelly's still got to warm these things up. He's got a lot of track to go. Cheesehead must have had a really good outlap on those hards. He closed right up to Shelly, who had kind of pulled a sizable margin. Here, Cheesehead looking into back. Thinks better of it. Probably for both their sake. And I think Shelly's just going to be able to hold on. He's got the ERS to be able to defend with. Is now Cam got a pretty sizable advantage on Shelly, and here comes Wing It out the pits now, right in the middle of this battle.
Ooh, literally in the middle of it.
Yep, Cheesehead will be able to squeeze around him. And now Wing It has to deal with the cold hards for a lap.
Ben's probably gonna love this though, because if these guys all three keep battling, Ben can just reel in. He's within a second now. 7/10 now, yeah.
Let's see if Ben forces a move on Wing It. I think Wing It's going to be the only one really struggling this lap at least. And I think that's the pit cycle completed for everyone. So, Express, the big winner out of that pit cycle, up 3 spots from where he started. Here comes Ben, looking to the outside of the chicane. Was always going to run out of room. Good defense from Wing It, but now he's under pressure. He's now out of the DRS range of the 2 cars ahead of him. And I think that's going to make him a little vulnerable, but mistake from Ben. Down the main straight with DRS, but not enough of a run to do anything with it. Oh, but out of the corner. Benny's got a nose there. Oh, he's still trying to make a move. The whole time, just nowhere to go. And such is a race around Monaco. Oh, held from Wing It.
Yeah, really. I mean, Ben's been all over the back of him. Wing It's kept his cool the whole time. Just drive his own race.
Yeah, I mean, unless Ben really wants to force something, I don't think Wing It's going to be too keen on letting him by. Still looking for his best result of this season. But, I mean, if I'm Ben, I'm not really trying to force anything too much either. You have 14 seconds, running on 15 seconds gap behind you, so you got all the time in the world to really go for a move that you're confident in making, rather than just trying to force something with no ERS.
Watching Ben this lap, he's lost the rear end maybe 2 times at least, maybe 3 or 4 times. And just mistake after mistake this lap from Ben, and it's pushed him all the way back to 1.2 seconds almost. A little over now off Wing It. He has the pace, but he's going to have to clean up his laps if he's want to fight for the top 3 here.
To bat a little further back, we got Electric Blade now ahead of Matty Robo. I think both these guys race full time in EU2. But Matty, the reserve tonight. Up 6 spots from where he started, so the biggest winner. Looking good on those. Let's see, how much pressure are his tires?
Quite a bit.
6 laps.
7.
Wait, no, 7. Yeah, I was looking. Wrong driver. So, I mean, I don't know how big 7 laps around Monaco is in terms of tire wear, but I'd assume it's, I mean, at least 30%.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, somewhere around
20
that
to 30.
30 per, yeah. E. Warren back in the pits again. Another wing change.
Matty Robo, I think, is just kind of driving around behind him because Matty still has a ton of ERS I can tell left, and Electric's running out. Not necessarily, done 20 or 30 it looks like.
Yeah, Matty, he likes to come down here in AM2, but he doesn't want to cause too much of a fuss. With Electric being one of the championship rivals, he'd hate to knock him out of the race. And I think now we're back in the procession phase of this race. Have you got any more comments recently?
Kitten Petter a little bit ago said there's a safety car glitch at Monaco. Texas Tornado saying screw this game sometimes. That's about it.
So
and Kitten had said just a couple dudes out here having fun. That was when those guys were battling earlier, but
yeah, I mean it's been really tight when we have gotten a battle, side by side for most of the lap.
Wing gets up to 4/10 off of Cheesehead.
Shelly made a really big mistake in Rascast. I heard him pop the wall. I don't know if he got any damage from it, but seems to be alright, and he's now pulling a little bit of a gap to Cheesehead, Wingit, and Ben behind him. We saw this in the first stint as well, but Cam has really gotten out to a commanding lead. 6.5 seconds ahead of those three
Cam's
behind
set the pace all night since qualifying. It's his race to lose, though, at the same time.
And he's got, another, 16 laps to do, so very easily could make a mistake.
Wow, all three of these cars, Cheesehead, Wingit, and cars, been all bumper to bumper through the hairpin. See if any of them make a mistake.
Oh, Ben tapping the wall, but he gets a run on Wingit, who defends. Oh no, I think Ben's gonna go for something here. Oh, and they make contact. Oh my gosh. They both blow through the corner. Let's see if Wingit lets Ben by. He does. Oh, yeah, I mean, that was a bold move from Ben, but he was able to force Wingit into a mistake. I think Wingit could have held on to that, but he kind of played into the McLaren's hand. And
I'm not sure.
On that one.
Will they remove those 3 seconds for that? Because they slowed up and let Cheesehead back by?
Yeah, I would think so. It'd probably be counted as a warning rather than just an outright penalty, so we'll see. I'll let the stewards handle it. That's none of my business. Did Ben get 3 seconds from that as well?
They both did. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Same time.
I think they'll both probably get a warning, but if they get removed, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, anyway. It looks like the closest battle on track is still this one. Dreams 5/10 back off Bergie, but I think it's been like that for a few laps now.
And Dreams got a couple penalties to contend with as well. He's up to 6 seconds.
How many seconds does Express have? Do you know?
He has 6 seconds as well. So he's right back to Electric. Electric could get a spot out of that. Him and Matty are about a second out of that window. And those will be big points for Electric, who's really been struggling recently after his hot start to the season. His teammates kind of taking control of this championship battle. Ben, now within 2/10 of Cheesehead ahead of him. Wingit falling back from those guys by quite a bit. I think that's more down to the other two pushing rather than Wingit dropping off the pace. Because these guys are now starting to close up on Shelly, who was before this kind of just coasting off into the distance.
One thing I've noticed is all the drivers have a fair bit of ERS, but Ben is down to like a little bit of none, so
yeah, he's burning whatever he can get his hands on. Kind of sounds like a crack addict in the middle of an alleyway, but he made it work with Wingit. He just burnt what he could get by the time he got to the chicane and made that work, so I think he'll do more of the same here with Cheesehead, who won't have any DRS to defend with, so we could see the move into turn 1 or the chicane.
Oh,
big mistake.
A little too much curb there. Matty Robo's only, yeah, every time he gets real close to, electric, he backs off about 3/10. He's up to 3/10 off of him, and he back down to 7 now. So I think he might just be letting him stay in front. Chase is only 3/10 back off Deathstorm right now for P11. Might see a battle here.
Well, we saw how well Deathstorm defended earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know if the tire situation is in his. It is. So he does have 3-lap fresher tires than the AlphaTauri behind him, but kind of seems like things have settled down a little bit, other than right up front. Electric is falling back from Express by 1.5 seconds over the past couple laps. I wonder if his tires are starting to give out on him just a bit.
Chase looks like he really wants to make a move on Deathstorm. He's all over the bumper of him.
He could force something here. He's burning the ERS. He's gonna get close. He's there just about. Oh, he touches him. Yeah, Deathstorm kind of cut across him there a little bit, but I don't think there's really too much Chase or Deathstorm could have done differently. That was always going to be a tight situation.
Right, back to him though.
Oh, got the wall entering the corner there, but I think Chase is faster. Just got to pick the right place to make a move. He went wide into the final corner. Not going to get anything done there. Now VTech on the freshest tires out of that group. He's now right behind these guys. Hope he doesn't get caught up in any madness.
All of these drivers back here are, I think, basically just racing for fun at this point, or racing for DNFs, because they're 22 seconds back off points, the 10th place, so they're just racing and hoping to finish some laps and hope someone wrecks out in front of them. So
yeah, I mean, that's all you really can do. Is, well, you just gotta hope for a safety car, get yourself back into it, and in Monaco, I mean, when you got 39 laps, anything can happen. Especially when you got guys pushing like Chase, like Dream, like VTech. Any of these guys can really make a mistake, like Ben, who we've seen all out of shape several times this race.
We have 14 people in the stream right now, so thank you to everyone tuning in to watch this race. Hopefully we are giving you guys a little bit of entertainment, filling the shoes of our godfather, Kitten Petter. It's been a pretty exciting Monaco, I feel like. I feel like I normally get really bored at Monaco, but this one's been fun. A lot of side-by-side racing and stuff.
Yeah, we're kind of into the boring part of it now. We got a couple two-car battles scattered throughout the field.
Oh, VTech's looking for a move on Chase, though. Try to put his nose up there right now. Ooh, getting right on the back of his car.
We got this nice little three-way. Always love a good three-way.
I do too. Just so we can. Touching the back of him through.
VTech just pushing him through the the hairpin there. Oh my goodness. VTech said, "Let's go." He's got places to be, things to do.
Kitten Petter saying this is high level for Monaco.
Yeah. Especially with the grid size we had too, it's been a pretty exciting one. But we got a battle for 9th.
Oh my gosh, VTech, you are getting close. Battle for 9th.
Between the Bergie place and Dream, not really.
Oh,
much
VTech and Chase side by side. VTech clears
goodness.
him in that very fast portion of the track. I think Chase kind of got nervous and backed out of it.
Yeah, had to have either made a mistake or just gave up. They got blue flags now. Cam Tizzle is right here.
Oh, wow.
There goes Chase letting by the leader. We'll see if VTech gets blue flags here shortly. Really doesn't want to go a lap down because it's really hard to get your lap back unless you get lucky with a safety car on this game, because you're not allowed to pass it once you go if you're a lap down. So you really want to avoid that if you can. So I think VTech could be a little feisty here trying to get around Deathstorm. I think now they both have blue flags now. This could help VTech out. I think he may end up driving through Deathstorm. That'd be a pretty anticlimactic way of going about it.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, there goes VTech. Let him by Cam. VTech still ghosted on my screen. I don't know if he
is on mine too. Deathstorm waiting until the main straight to let him by.
Yeah, I think he lost the least amount of time out of all those guys.
Smart decision to wait, but I know if you wait too long, you do get a penalty for that. So, like end game penalty.
I think he did. All right.
Dream's still about 5/10 back. Ben's 4/10 off.
Matty was able to get around Electric at some point, and so he's starting to pull away. Electric Blade falling off those hards, probably not in the best of condition. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him coming in pit again, but he
oh, Bergie! I was watching Dream. Bergie's right rear hits the wall, coming to the closing of the lap. So Dream still right here.
Oh, VTech and Deathstorm in the chicane. VTech cleared him. I think that's about as textbook of a move as you can get into the chicane. Now Deathstorm under pressure. Here comes Chase. Oh, he's going for a move. Oh, that was never gonna work.
Yeah, I don't think Deathstorm expected it, and I think he just closed the door there.
Yeah, I mean, that's not really a place to make a move either.
Yeah,
it's just desperation from Chase. I'm surprised he doesn't need a wing change, but yeah, I don't fault Deathstorm there. That's a little on the reckless side, Chase. But,
I did get that on stream though, which
on.
is nice. It's a good little clip. Dream still about the same distance off Bergie. Neither driver making a big enough mistake to lose time on each other. So, well, I guess Dream has closed it out at 2.4.
Yep, he's flying through this middle sector now. We'll see if he'll burn any ERS. He's been saving it pretty well. Got a lovely helicopter shot here. Down to the final corner. So he's got the DRS activated.
Off,
and he's just not really going to get a move done.
Get a better exit off that last turn. He could definitely probably.
Yeah,
sounds like his tires are spinning off exits. Oh,
the
wow.
only way he's going to get that move done is if, one, the Bergie makes a mistake, or two, he catches the Bergie off guard with a move.
Bergie's very slick, though. If you watch him, you can see him getting loose in some parts of the track. So,
well, he does have 6 lap older hards than Dream at the moment, so that's got to be playing a part.
Oh yeah, the whole field. This is the only cars on track within a second of each other. Ben has made a mistake. He is now 2.1 off Cheesehead, so something has happened where Ben has lost some time on Cheesehead.
Oh, and we've seen him all out of shape multiple times this race, so it's not entirely surprising.
Yep.
I mean,
Dream's
it just
definitely
looks like
faster
Dream,
in the sector.
Through the high-speed second and third sectors. But he just kind of loses time on the main straight. Oh, mistake from Bergie, but I think he's going to be able to hold on. Mounted the curb on exit.
Flashing red light, though, doesn't look too good. That does mean, if you guys aren't familiar, that he is low on ERS. So, yeah, Dream's not low enough yet for the light to be on, so. Oh, Dream, that's not great.
Wall contact. Just a little scrape. I think he'll be alright. He's just got to get close enough to force Bergie into a mistake. Oh,
Oh.
contact express!
He's out of the race.
Oh no, that's in the chicane.
Oh yeah, if there was no ghosting, that would have been not good.
Yeah, that would have been bad. So I guess we're just not going to get a safety car, unfortunately. Even though his car
Ken was
is
saying that
in
there's a
the
glitch
middle
on
of the
Monaco
track.
where you cannot get a safety car.
It's really unfortunate.
Because this would have been perfect time. Everyone would have thrown on softs and had a little shootout.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh,
Bergie
Bergie in the
stole!
wall.
Dream!
Oh,
Oh!
he backs out! Oh my goodness! A little bump draft in at Monaco. Dream got about as close as he has all race to Bergie, and just wasn't able to make anything out of it because he was in the tightest part of the track. Chase is in the pits. He put on a new set of softs. That, well, with Express dying, which is tragic, because I
RIP.
mean, he just really hasn't had a good season. But that does promote VTech into the points. But yeah, I mean,
do you know who
really
has the
hate that
fastest lap so
Express.
far? Is it Cam? It has to probably be Cam.
Let me see. No, it is E. Warren on softs.
Softs, okay. Yep.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Chase beats that by a country mile. Everything really starting to space out a little bit. Wing It is now run down Ben.
Ben
he's
must
not-
be making mistakes or have damage or something.
Saving
'cause-
fuel.
Oh yeah.
I was on board with him there. He's really coasting. Quite a lot.
Yep, he still got that red. Oh, but Wing It also has the red fuel logo, so.
They're both saving. But I think Wingets came to him in the middle of the race. I think he's probably a lot closer to green than Ben is, which is why he was able to run him down.
Dream 210's going into turn 1, go up the inside of Bergie.
Dive bomb. He cuts the corner a little bit. See, they're still side by side going up the hill, and Bergie just doesn't want to deal with it. Dream does have 6 seconds in penalty, so it would be in Bergie's best interest, probably just to stick on the back of him and coast around
Oh, Wing
for a
It.
bit.
Wing It's up the inside of Ben. He doesn't stick it though. He backed out, lost it, and he is now right behind Ben down the straightaway. But
Good
Wing It's
eyes.
definitely showing that he is not scared to make a move. He
I
attempted
think
it there.
Wingit's gonna go for it too. He'll go for it before the end of this race. We got 3 laps to go. Well, I guess 4.
And they
think
both
this
do
one-
have the same 3-second penalty, so.
Which
Equal
will probably
playing
get
field.
removed, but I don't think that'll really matter too much. I don't think Ben's going to finish this race with fuel, but he does have 22 seconds to Maddie behind him, so he may be able to hold on to 5th, but I don't think his fuel situation's going to be too good. He's been in the red all race. And it's really difficult to save fuel around here.
Yeah, I just don't even know how you would. I mean, I guess coast before you hit the brakes and turns, but.
Yeah, but I mean, you just gotta get on the gas. You're surprisingly full throttle so much around here.
Oh, and he hit the wall.
wall
That probably
contact.
doesn't help. Wing It's trying to, I think, possibly make.
swing it around. Oh, he's gonna get a good run on him here. It looks like
No.
just gets too much of the curb. Yeah, I mean, Ben is completely out of the gas halfway down the main straightaway. He does going up the hill here. Surprisingly full throttle for quite a bit. So maybe his fuel situation isn't that bad. Oh no, the Bergie picked up 3 seconds and he's almost to the second 3-second threshold.
Oh! What was Wing It doing?
Wing It! Yeah, he let him by. I think that was a mistake.
Okay, because I was like, that was a silly move to make.
Yeah.
I was on board with him when he did that.
Missed a braking point. At least that's what it kind of looked like. Maybe he just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But on the stream, I just watched it back. It looks like he tries to make the move there, but I don't know. Anyhow, we are. I think Cam's actually on his last lap. He is. No.
No, this is the second last lap.
Okay, it'll change when he crosses the line. Okay, I didn't know if it was
Correct.
the person I was spectating or. So I'll switch to Cam on his final lap to get the lap around the track. Unless we get number battling still.
I wonder if Wingo actually end up going for it here after that botched attempt. I mean, he's just got to watch out for when that McLaren just cuts out. You don't want to be too close behind him.
Oh, he's about to touch him.
Yeah, Warren needs to get, or whoever that is, needs to get skedaddle. I think it's Death Storm, yeah, he needs to move. Because ghosting's on. Doesn't mean he should sit there.
Yeah, you're blocking the racing line and their vision to the other car and stuff, so. He does lose some time from that, I think, so. Oh, wow, drives in deep. Cam is on the final lap.
Yep.
Shelly is about to start his final lap.
16 seconds behind the leader.
Wow. He probably could almost pit again and stay in the lead. I don't know how long a pit stop is here. Oh,
mistake from Wingit. Pops the wall. It's our only real battle on track at the moment. Oh, yellow flags. There goes the McLaren. It is out of gas, and he's got a long way to go.
So I will ride along with Cam through the last half of his final lap of the race.
It's just been a smooth drive for him. He's just been coasting around here. He's just been coasting way faster than everyone else. And I think this will put him in the lead of the championship by quite a mile. Well, at least for AM2 standards, with Ben finishing 5th and maybe even lower, and Electric down in 7th.
And here he is across the start finish line. Cam Tizzle is your winner on Season 10, Round 9 Monaco. So, very probably boring race for him. Out front alone the entire time, but still, good drive.
Shelly gets his first decent result of the season in P2. Cheesehead fights for that podium in 4th. Wing It, he now is out of gas, so much better in the fuel situation than Ben.
Matty Robo's pushing as fast as he can to try to...
I just don't think he's going to get anywhere near him. He does have that 3-second time penalty, but I don't think it'll really matter.
Matty Robo crossing a P6. Good drive from him, starting, I think, 14th, I think is what he started.
Yeah, I mean, somewhere in the back, he never set a qualifying lap, so a smooth drive from the Brit. Got Electric on, how old are his tires?
29 laps.
29 laps, golly. He did almost 3/4 of that race on those tires. Dream snatches a couple points here.
Finally, last but not least, Bergie.
Well, Bergie, the last car on the lead
last
lap.
car to
VTEC
lead lap.
did snatch a point, finishing a lap down. It just means he had to do one less lap than everyone else. Yeah, Matty gained the most positions that race. Solid drive.
If you want to run through the final positions, you can.
All right. Do you have everyone as a friend? Can you? Well, I guess you should run through the standings.
I'll run through it and you add them.
Yeah.
And here he is, Cam Tizzle, walking and doing his little dancey dance on the podium. Cam Tizzle P1, Shelly P2, and P3 was, who was it again?
Cheesehead.
Cheesehead, that's who it was. I don't know these guys' names like that. Cheesehead P3, so I like the little walk he did, though, onto the podium there.
Do his little dancey dance.
His little dancey dance.
Cam takes over the lead of the championship in AM2.
Which is going to be very nice to him. If Kitten was correct, though, with the top 5 being within like 5 points, it'll still be very close. So
It'll be close, but probably the biggest lead we've seen in AM2 this season.
most likely. So Cam Tizzle P1, Shelly P2, Cheesehead rounding the podium in P3, Wingit in P4. Car's been running out of gas on the last lap with Wingit finishing P5, Matty Robo P6, Electric Blade P7, Dream P8, Bergie P9, and for the last point, VTech P10. E-Warren does get the fastest lap though in P13. You do have Deathstorm finishing P11 just outside of the points. Chase P12, Express P14, and I don't know who got P15.
Texas Tornado.
Texas Tornado, P15. So
it was our first DNF. We did have a couple throughout the race, just Texas and Express. No safety car, unfortunately. Would have spiced things up, but I think there is a glitch around this circuit, so no safety car. A couple guys finished the lap down. Just happens around Monaco with no safety cars and a dominant drive. As Cam Tizzle showed us how to do it. We'll get around to the interviews here shortly. See, I think we got everyone in here, but we'll wait for
Cam drives an Alpine, right?
Yeah, good catch. He does.
I almost said Alpine.
Yep, good job.
I got made fun of last time, so.
But we'll start with the Alfa Romeo in third place. Mr. Cheesehead finally qualified up front at the race where it matters most. And you were able to make the move on Wing It for P3. And you held on to it for the rest of the race. You had to fight for it, though. Walk us through some of the key moments of that race, mainly your start, and then how you feel about your podium.
Yeah, first off, I want to thank the boys at the Alfa Romeo shop. Guys did a good job, brought a good car. Had a great start, Fernando Alonso type start. Thing just got off the line, and yeah, I thought I was going to get fenced, but it didn't happen, and then kind of just rode around till it stopped. No fight. I mean, it was an okay car, but just Monaco riding around, and then got to the stop, and I almost had Shelly, but he had other plans to. Yeah, just had other plans. So other than that, had to save fuel, like pretty crazy there, but got to the end, so it was pretty good. Pretty good.
All right,
race.
so I gotta ask, how much fuel did you start with, by chance?
Probably just under a lap and a half over. So.
Oh my goodness! And you still had to save fuel, so
Yes.
I'm getting my notebook out, writing that one down. But we had a couple guys with fuel issues at the end of that race. Ben, one of our championship protectors.
Yeah, I don't think he
at the beginning of the lap, the last lap. So yeah, I think he was underfueled for most of the race, though.
I don't think he realized, because I was checking it the whole time because I knew I kind of underfueled, and I just knew that I had to save fuel, and I could dictate the pace. It didn't really matter what the others did behind me, like as long as I wasn't braking or lifting 300 meters before the braking zone or whatever. All I had to do was just lift at the 150 mark and be fine. So, yeah, good job though with the fuel saving. We got to the end and got a podium at Monaco, which is, it's a crown jewel event, so I'll take it. Third place, but I'll take it.
Nonetheless, a great job on the podium.
Finished with no damage, so it's pretty good.
There you go. No front wing changes, too. We had very few, which is always surprising. But congratulations on your podium. I think that moves you into fourth in the championship now, if you weren't there already. So congratulations. We'll move on to Shelly.
Congrats, everybody.
P2 here in Monaco. About your only good result of the season, if we're being honest. It's been a pretty dreadful start after missing the first couple races. I think you've made a mistake in every single race. But put it all together here in Monaco. Had a pretty boring race in P2, it seemed like. But run us through it, and how you feel?
Yeah, I did a start on the mediums, and was thought about starting softs, trying to get Cam into turn one, but happy I didn't do that. I don't think that would have lasted very long. Cam was outstanding tonight. Couldn't keep up with him, and I just eventually I just decided to play it safe and not throw it in the wall there. Pit cycle came around, and me and Cheesehead, battling through the hairpin. Two cars don't go in that corner. I don't know how we both made it out, but I'm happy we did. And yeah, no, P2, I'm happy. First podium of the season. I'm pretty much Daniel Ricciardo. I only show up in the second half. And yeah, no, that's about it.
Is that a hint that you're not going to be on the F1 grid next season? Bang! Sorry, Daniel, you just caught a strike. But we're see, where are we at next week? Monza, Temple of Speed. It'll be a home race for the Tifosi and Ferrari. Looking forward to that one.
Haven't practiced at all. That's an exciting.
Well, I wouldn't have expected you to. I mean, we're a week in advance.
Hey,
you like the track?
Practice weeks in advance. You never know. No, I hate it. I hate it with passion.
Hate Monza. Okay, well, this is why I don't like talking to you. We're gonna move on to Cam Tizzle, our new championship leader, race winner at Monaco. All the superlatives, give him to Cam Tizzle because he just kicked everybody's ASS tonight.
Yes, sir.
Drove away with that one. I think he finished just under 20 seconds ahead of second place. Yeah, pretty boring race. It seemed like got off the line all right. Run us through it.
Well, there really isn't a lot
Tuesday
to run
night
through.
drive. Yeah.
So this will be pretty brief, but yeah. So getting off the line, yeah, I thought I was going to get Shelly into the first turn, just because I had the distance advantage, and I was confident even if he got alongside me, I'd be able to use the inside line to my advantage. But after that, it was pretty much just smooth sailing. I did have a minor fuel issue, but it was quickly alleviated once I pit, because I think I started with like 0.2 over, and then by the time I was getting close to my pit, I was starting to like get close to even. But once I was on the hard tires, I was able to save a lot more fuel just because I wasn't pushing as hard. That's about it.
I mean, it seemed like you just coasted around here. It's just you were coasting at twice the speed of everyone else. Managed a lap up to 10th, so lapped into the points.
I lapped some people twice.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very dominant drive. Let's see, Monza next week, championship lead. How you feeling rolling in there with, I think, 4 rounds to go?
Well, at least last season,
five races.
Last season I was leading into turn 1 at Monza, but then I got taken out by a reserve. But it's okay. But I'm feeling pretty good about it. We'll see how it goes, though.
Yeah, so we'll pray that doesn't happen next week. Let's see. Normally I'd give it to Kitten to wrap up, but I think, Case, do you have any last words?
Nope.
I'll close it out tonight. Well, in the absence of Sir Kitten Petter, I have been Andy Wu. That was your podium of Cam Tizzle, Shelly the Turtle, and Cheesehead. That was Case in Your Face, and that was Monaco and AM2. We're at Monza next week. Y'all have a wonderful night. Stay blessed. Hashtag. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.